Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, meet Naruto. Here we go. With all jokes aside, yes, we are finally here to talk about this. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles meeting Naruto. This comic. Now, the last graphic novel review that I did was the Danny Phantom Fair Game graphic novel review. And I put my time and effort on that video because it was Danny Phantom week. So, I wanted to get back into these, graphic novel reviews, getting back into reading again, like as always. So, I had you guys pick this or in between. Batman Beyond won, but the thing is though, my mom got me this instead, and that's fine with me. So those of you guys who picked the Ninja Turtles Naruto book review, graphic novel review, congratulations, you won. Either way, you got a win-win. Now, as you guys know, big TMNT fan. I mean, I've talked about TMNT a lot in my YouTube history. Naruto, I'm actually watching it for the first time, believe it or not. I have a coworker I used to work with at the other 3 Pepper I worked at, requested the hell out of Naruto, and he was like, yeah, Naruto's so good. So I finally started watching it, and I'm actually having a great time right now. I'm watching the old series right now, and then once I'm done with that Naruto series, I'm going to start the other ones. I heard the other ones are a lot longer, but it's fine. I'm really enjoying Naruto in a way. It's fun. It's one of those anime. It's my first anime, by the way. So technically, I've never truly watched anime. If you guys count Avatar: The Last Airbender, fine. But I was really excited when I heard that Ninja Turtles crossover with something I've never seen. You guys know I reviewed the Last Ronin book, I believe 4 years ago. Oh my god. And then I reviewed the Power Rangers Ninja Turtles comic, and we all know how that was. That was a big pile of dog doo-doo. So I took a break from doing the Ninja Turtles graphic novel reviews because I wanted to focus on something else. And then that's when we had Danny Phantom Glitch in Time, and then the channel got terminated after that. And then after that, we had Danny Phantom Fair Game, and we reviewed Danny Phantom Fair Game. I still had a great time with the Danny Phantom books. Hopefully, Gabrielle Epstein can make more. So I wanted to get back into doing these again. So like I said, I had you guys pick this or the others, and like I said, Batman Beyond won completely. But nobody, my mom, I guess, couldn't get Batman Beyond, so I got Ninja Turtles Meet Naruto for my birthday, and I did promise I was going to review this. That was 2 months ago, or 3 months if you're counting that. I finished this in July. That's how you know it's how long it's been since I sat down and read this thing. But I still have like fresh takes on this thing, by far. So, we're going to start doing this. We're going to start talking about this. We're going to start doing what's right. Starting with, one of the things that is going to be completely different from my other graphic novel reviews is, like I said, I am going to talk about some cool aspects from this. This probably won't be as long as the Danny Phantom ones, but without further ado, let's talk about Teenage Mutant Turtles Meet Naruto. So, the book begins where Naruto and his crew are basically with April O'Neil, and I guess they're trying to stop like Baxter Stockman's big scenario where I guess the Foot Clan are looking for April. So like Naruto's crew, in my guess, is like protecting April. And then that's when like the Foot Soldier shows up, and a character that I remembered from the 2012 show, which is what's her name? They say her name. April says her name. Frick. I'm not gonna hear this right, am I? Hang on. I don't remember what her name was. Like I said, it's been so long since I've seen her character in anything. Like I said, it's been since 2012 Ninja Turtles. What's her name? Splinter says it. I know he does. Vermin. Vermin, that's right. Vermin was the fox, the white fox, that fights the Naruto and his crew until the turtle shows up, basically. And when the turtle showed up, that's when they start fighting. And one of my favorite things of Naruto's crew versus the turtles, and one of my favorite things about crossovers like these, they do fight each other a lot. Too bad on Ninja Turtles, they did not. Batman versus Ninja Turtles, they fought the first time, and then they started working together as Batman started understanding they're from another universe. This one's not like set in a different universe. I guess New York is like a different kind of town. So the Ninja Turtles are now canon, I guess, into the Naruto universe. Shockingly. And basically the sensei of the group, the sensei of the Naruto crew, started recognizing the fighting styles turning to be Hamato Yoshi. And I guess like the sensei has trained with Splinter's master Hamato Yoshi. So basically there's a bit of a difference in this book than in the others. In the others, Splinter is known as Hamato Yoshi in the human side, but this one is taking the aspect what the original comics did, the 90s movies did, the 2003 show did, which is where Splinter was a rat and a pet of Hamato Yoshi, and then learns all the ninja skills from him that he will give to the turtles to go up to fight the Shredder, basically. And the sensei asks, like, what happened to Hamato Yoshi? Because I know you're not Hamato Yoshi. And Splinter explains that he was killed by Oroku Saki. And of course, they get along. They go to the lair, and I guess like it's kind of weird. You see Naruto and the crew basically get along with the turtles a lot more than you would see the turtles get along with the Power Rangers or Batman. I mean, at least with the Batman one, Batman basically beat up the turtles again until like Leo's like, listen. I mean, Splinter's like, listen, we need your help, Batman, and all that. This one, they don't really need help, but believe it or not, they just hung out in the turtles' lair until they're like, hey, let's get some pizza. Naruto is not really used to pizza, which is awesome, pretty cool moment. Like, there's even a moment in all of this where also finally Splinter explains Oroku Saki, basically explaining the history of how he became who he is. And I love how like the art style basically continues to show us from black and white. And then Splinter explains how he trains the turtles to be what they are. And yeah, and that's how Oroku Saki became the Shredder. Basically explaining the whole entire story and the mutagen that mutated them from Baxter Stockman. I'm guessing Stockman was a good guy in this version of the series because, let's be honest, he's always been the bad guys in every version that Baxter Stockman was in Ninja Turtles. So I'm guessing this one he's a good guy. I think in Mutant Mayhem he was a good guy too. Just raise these characters bad. But like I said, Naruto and them goes to get pizza while April and Splinter wait in the lair, and the Foot Clan and Vermin shows up, and lo and behold, the Shredder is here. Here is the page, man. And as like the story progressively, they go jump through the city and then they see the Foot Clan. They go fight the Foot Clan. They go pick up the pizza, and as soon as we head back to Shredder and Splinter, where Shredder's explaining that he has now the vial of the mutagen that transformed the turtles and Splinter into what they are, and basically wants to use it so the Foot Clan could be turned into mutants. Crazy enough. Oh, and also the turtles and Naruto do come back to the lair and found out that Splinter's gone, and then they just broke right in. One of my biggest criticisms of this is that we don't see how the turtles would come in, how the turtles would go in and stop stop Shredder and all that. But then like they start fighting Naruto and what's her name? I'm gonna say this wrong. What the frick? You see, like again, I'm still new to the Naruto universe, so bear with me, all right? And anyways, Leo and the sensei start fighting together. You know, all the characters started fighting together in like a different way until basically Donnie and frick, what's his name? Again, I'm new to the Naruto universe. I'm new to this, so bear with me. So don't make fun of me if I don't understand the character's name. I think he says his name though. This one would honestly be like a kind of cute stabby. Speak of yourself. Da 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 da. Yeah. And then Naruto and Michelangelo starts working together, which was pretty cool. You get to see how they work together in a way. I like how all of the turtles work together with a different kind of Naruto character, to the point where Shredder basically transforms himself into Super Shredder, into like this creepy version of Super Shredder. And this is a cool picture. Oh my god. By far. Now the reason why I'm flooding through this is because I'm trying to remember a lot more than I did before, and I'm not trying to rush into this, but again, like, it's been a while since I've ever sat through a Ninja Turtles book. But anyway, so yeah, they all fight Super Shredder, basically. And I almost forgot, they do mention, Splinter does mention, is Naruto with the Orange Fox. What I remembered, and now that I'm watching Naruto, is that like the Orange Fox is inside Naruto, I believe, and when Naruto was a baby. So it's waiting for the right time, I guess, to break out of Naruto. Again, I'm new to the Naruto universe. I could be wrong. Sam, I know you're probably going to be watching this, buddy, but you know. But I guess also Shredder brings it up too about it, the whole Fox thing. Oh, I love this art. I forgot how cool this was. Like, come on, dude. And basically Shredder reminds him of the Orange Fox, and then Naruto starts going back to memories, talking about how he had friends, how he has a reason to stop him, and then he goes to all of the Narutos, the turtles, and Naruto basically fights Shredder, with all the crew basically just throwing everything at Shredder, you know? And then like, they all fight Shredder to the point where he's down. Oh my god. I mean, come on, dude, come on. And then like goes down, Shredder's like completely gone. But we all know he's not really gone. And Vermin actually switched to our side, believe it or not. She felt bad because she realized Shredder was in the wrong. And then at the end of the book, when she left, before Naruto and his crew goes back to their city, they ate a slice of pizza. And that's the end of Ninja Turtles and Naruto. Now, I know. I rushed right into this, but let's be honest, I don't really know much about Naruto. Like I said, I'm still new to the world. I'm on episode 7. I'm still learning about Naruto. I'm still watching Naruto, so I'm sorry if I got this wrong, but this was an actual good read. You know, even though watching Naruto and enjoying it for what it is, honestly, even for a first anime I'm watching, and I cannot wait for the live action Naruto, movie that's coming out. Has the director of Spider-Man directing it, so I'm excited. But this was just a great read itself. Like, the whole sequence of everything was well lined up. Everything was well received. My biggest criticism with the book is that I wish we had more time with the characters, getting to know each other a lot more than them just going to the lair, getting the pizza, and Shredder and the Foot Clan basically just come in, I wish we had more time for this story to breathe. One of the things I really liked about Batman and Ninja Turtles is like, they have their time to get into the story of Batman and the Turtles fighting, and then, having to stop Shredder and get them back home, but it also has some very dark very good character development. Like there's this moment in Batman versus Ninja Turtles, the comic, the graphic novel, where Batman basically, Raph and Batman have like a huge beef with each other. And again, I probably will dissect that in the review when I reread it just for a review. But then like he leaves and then Batman brings him into the Batmobile. He brings him to the area where his parents were killed and he told him the story of why he became Batman and how he wants to help the Turtles. And it gave that story into a fresh take, into a fresh moment where you see each character working together, but not just working together, but knowing their separate stories to realize, oh man, I was wrong about Batman and all that. With Naruto, it doesn't give you a time to breathe. It doesn't give you a time where each character gets to have a moment with each other. Kind of like I said, with Batman and Ninja Turtles, you know? And that was one of the things I really liked about that book, is like it gives us a moment to breathe and see a actual story combined it. This thing is light. It is not as like big as the Batman Ninja Turtles one, yes, but I would love to see each character get to know each other, like Naruto, Sensei, and Splinter talking more about Naruto's history. Maybe Naruto accidentally let out the fox just to stop Shredder. I would love to see more of that, where the Turtles and him and the Naruto characters could get to know each other a little bit more. Hopefully, if they do another one like this, they could fix that problem, most definitely, because there was no like story into this. This was just a rush right in. Was it fun? Yes. Was it a better moment to just sit down and see these characters work together? Yes, absolutely. But when you're telling a story, you need a fresh story on both sides, but not just both sides, but also you need a story to tell from each character at their moment to get them to understand why the other character is doing what they're doing. Like I said with the Batman one, when Batman explains to Raphael why he became Batman, what happened in his past, Raphael understood the reason why he's Batman, why he's helping them. This one, there is nothing with that. And the growth, and this is my biggest pet peeves about crossover comics nowadays. They don't give the story time to fresh out a bit to the point where you're like, oh man, maybe I should start this up. Let's start telling a story why Naruto and the Turtles maybe don't get along. Maybe Naruto doesn't like the Turtles. Maybe he's starting to, you know how Naruto is in the show. If he was like that in the beginning, why couldn't we have him in this, you know? And there's some moments in this I was like, come on, man, we could have had some Naruto villains in this too, but we just had Turtle villains. I mean, not a bad read, no, but it wasn't a good one either, by all means. It's all right, like it's not bad, and it's not as bad as the Ninja Turtle Power Rangers one overall. Luna, what are you doing? You want to be in the video? Say hi, Luna. Okay, he doesn't even like me. He's purring now. But yes, so I will understand that if there's people that like this, good. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but it's just not as good as like other ones would. Would I want a sequel to this? Abso-freaking-lutely. Would I reread this? Probably not unless we get another one. But overall, I thought this was just fine. And my score for the Ninja Turtles Naruto graphic novel crossover is a very okay 7 out of 10. It's fine. It's definitely not one of the things I would just go pick up immediately. I know a lot of you guys were actually looking forward to this, and I was looking forward to it as well since I started watching Naruto. I'm a big Ninja Turtles fan, and honestly, it worked really well together, but it just wasn't really that good. I wish it had a little bit more time to just fresh out with the characters, like I said. But thank you guys so much for watching my Ninja Turtles Naruto graphic novel review. More graphic novel reviews will happen in the future, just not at the moment. Luna, what the frick are you doing, buddy? The cat's acting weird. Thank you guys so much for the long wait. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you just smack the like button, or the red button once you subscribe, turn on your notifications so you're notified every video I make. Links in the description to Discord, Instagram, TikTok, Mojo Entertainment, the gaming channel, Daily X Productions, and Tyler and Bodie. And let me know in the comments which graphic novel you would recommend me to read and talk about. I'm happy to open up to any decisions. I mean, I want to read the Avatar: The Last Airbender ones. I only got one volume of The Promise, but I'm pretty sure I need to grab the whole thing. And that's going to be a pain in the butt, and then get the other ones and then talk about it on the channel maybe. Maybe make a whole marathon of Avatar The Last Airbender graphic novels. You let me know if you'd be interested. As always, I'm Daily Reacts. Take care, you guys.